Samir Alamad is from Ihsan Islamic Finance and YourB Sharia advisor. Salam, Samir.
Assalamu alaikum and assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm pleased to be here with you today just to share some thoughts with you. And I will be talking about what it means for YourB and the credit union to be Sharia compliant credit union. So when we talk about Islamic finance is a system of undertaking financial transactions that exclude certain financial practices that we are familiar with in the conventional finance system. Some of which we know, which basically the main and most prominent feature of Islamic finance, that it is interest-free finance, where the relationship of borrowing and lending on interest is forbidden. But that's not the only thing. There are many other aspects for the benefit of the contracting parties within an Islamic finance transaction. For example, uncertainty is prohibited, ambiguity is prohibited, cheating in terms of the financial transactions, misleading, misrepresentations, all those aspects that could lead to dispute between the parties would nullify any financial transaction that involves any of those aspects. Also, another important thing is how the transaction is conducted. Was there an underlying asset or not that was traded as part of this transaction? So to explain this further, I would outline 4 key points for Islamic finance or any Islamic finance organization such as YourB, in order to be compliant with Sharia. So the first one is the governance. So every Islamic finance organization or entity should have an independent Sharia advisor. This advisor will guide the board, will guide the team within the company, like YourB, in order to be compliant with Sharia in everything they do. And this is an important layer of governance within the Islamic finance sphere. The second one is everything that the Sharia compliant financial organization do should be underpinned by an asset. So there has to be an asset traded in order to generate profit or to charge, let's say, profit or rent on the various financial transactions. And that would legitimize the return on these financial products rather than the borrowing, lending, interest-based relationship that we know in conventional finance. So this is a very important part, and we have around 12 contracts within Islamic finance. Each one could be used for different reasons and different purposes related to the commercial outcome desired by the parties, by the financial structuring of the product or the financial agreement, and other related aspects. And the key element of this product is profit sharing. Profit sharing in terms of savings, and profit and risk sharing in terms of assets, financing, and other products as well. So moving on to the third aspect. So it's not enough for any Islamic financial institution to have Sharia advisor and to say all our products are signed off and approved by the independent Sharia advisor as Sharia compliant products. The whole process from start to finish has to be Sharia compliant. So the credit union, for example, YourB will not be able to borrow or raise funding on interest. We'll say our products are Sharia compliant, but we can raise funding and we pay interest for that. That's why YourB requires your support as the community. You support YourB by depositing with YourB, by making donations to YourB in any way to be able to be sustainable and serve its community. And hopefully, inshallah, with time, YourB started now with very basic products, which is very good and excellent start. And a few years down the line, hopefully, YourB will be able to provide more products, possibly more sophisticated finance products and savings products to its members and the community. So this is the process in terms of the operational process, the finance process, the calculation of dividends and other aspects, the calculation of fees. So the entire process has to be compliant with Sharia. It's not only one aspect. And this is what the Sharia advisor and the board, the management of the Islamic financial institutions should ensure. And this is what has been done in YourB. The fourth and final aspect is related to the culture, the conduct, that we ensure what we do as a financial organization, Sharia compliant financial organization, meet the needs of our community and our stakeholders and be responsible in everything we do. So all the ethical aspects related to Islamic finance would be applicable in this category, in terms of how the product is processed, how the product is sold to members. Was it clear? Was it transparent? Nothing is hidden, no cost undisclosed, or risk not being clearly identified and explained. So all those aspects are important in terms of enforcing the ethical culture and conduct within any Islamic finance organization. So overall, this is the key underpinning aspect of any Islamic finance organization. And I guess I should conclude here because I reached my time. So thank you very much.